The global pandemic has pushed the US economy into its worst recession in history. But the nation's biggest tech firms are cashing in spectacular fashion. Search giant Google, e-commerce industry leader Amazon, iPhone maker Apple, and social media behemoth Facebook all have reported second quarter financial results better than Wall Street expectations, which were already rosy.
The data from the tech companies of the Great Four, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, and Alphabet, were great.
The four firms' shares rallied in after-hours trading on Thursday, adding a combined $200 billion to their valuations. Apple and Amazon are the biggest gainers, each making their shareholders $74 billion wealthier overnight. Together, the four companies are now worth more than $5 trillion. Technology stocks in general have outperformed the broader market, with the tech-heavy Nasdaq up more than 16% so far this year. That's compared to a 0.3% drop on the S&P 500. But big tech could be at a crossroads as policymakers crack down after what they say are years of abuse. U.S. lawmakers are looking into whether the nation's century-old antitrust laws should be applied to the tech giants, potentially to break them up.
Many of the practices used by these companies have harmful economic effects. They discourage entrepreneurship, destroy jobs, hike costs, and degrade quality. Simply put, they have too much power.
Another major market, the European Union, is eyeing higher taxes on profits the firms make within the bloc's borders. But as people spend more of their time and money online, America's tech titans will only get bigger. Paolo Montesillo, TRT World.
Well, for more on this Silicon Valley rally, let's go to Santosh Rao. He's head of research at Manhattan Venture Partners, and he joins us from Princeton in New Jersey. Welcome back to the program, Santosh. Now, you and I, we've spoken about this amazing tech rally amid this pandemic before, and it would appear the second quarter results have just confirmed how well they're doing throughout this crisis. Were there any results that stood out for you particularly?
Actually, thanks for having me. I think what these companies showed is that they have become such an integral part, the fabric of our lives, rather. They've become an integral part of our lives that you just can't get away from that. So that, I mean, we all knew that, and these results kind of reiterated that. So that aside, I think what's amazing is all on the positive side. Despite being so big, they're still growing at 20% revenues top line, which is amazing, which goes to show that the market is still untapped. E-commerce is just only 18-19% of total retail sales. Search is still a big market ahead. Facebook is also a huge market ahead. So these companies are tapping into what the world needs, really. Everything has been pulled forward in this digital economy. So nothing really negative about these companies. Yes, they're big. Maybe you can put some more guardrails around them, but you really cannot break them up because you need the size and the scope to really compete in the global world.
And I want to come to that political pressure in a moment, but to me, Apple really stood out from the pack because despite global smartphone sales declining 14% last quarter, that's according to Canalys, iPhone handset sales apparently grew 25% in the second quarter despite this pandemic. I mean, things are really going from strength to strength for Apple, aren't they?
Absolutely. That definitely stands out. Apple sales, the iPhone sales were a surprise on the positive side, which is great. It just goes to show the power of this device. It's so good, so big, and so much part of our lives. And it connects every other app also in there, whether it's the watch or any other app that we use daily. So I think iPhone has become like the operating system of our lives. And that is really what's really behind all this. And you will see that growing more and more. People are waiting for the 5G phones. There's nothing out there that can match what Apple is doing in terms of the quality of apps and the breadth of apps in America, of course. The rest of the world, I know Android phones are big, but I think in US, which has the best unit economics, there's no substitute for iPhone, and that's what you see everywhere.
And Santosh, let's talk very quickly about the CEO's appearance at Congress. We know the wheels turn very slowly when it comes to lawmaking in Washington. Do these big tech companies have anything to worry about when it comes to perhaps more regulation in their businesses?
Absolutely not. I mean, those hearings were just a waste of time, did not prove anything, did not show anything. All they did was just really prove again that these companies are very big. Yes, they're so big that you might find some infringement here and there and on the fringes, but overall, they are executing very well. They're playing by the rules, and this is exactly what the world needs, and they're right there offering it.
Okay, Santosh Rao from Manhattan Venture Partners, a pleasure as always. Thank you.